Evening guys, welcome to Newcastle. Now we're here today because we're going to be taking a train back from here to my hometown of Doncaster. Now LNER consistently voted as the best, the very best, the top train company in all of the UK. As well as their first class product, their first class is voted consistently as being the best first class. But the train they use is a Class 800 Azuma, which are voted consistently as Britain's least favourite train. So what happens when you get the best first class from the best railway company and put it on the worst train in the country? Well, we're about to find out, because we're going from here down to Doncaster in first class this evening. Now don't get excited, there's not going to be any nice scenic shots out the window because, as you can tell, it's about 9 o'clock at night, it's pitch black. So let's go and see what first class is like on the LNER Azuma from here back down to Doncaster and see if it's any different at the night time, you know. Let's go. Well, here we are, it's just by the platforms now. God, you can tell it's late, look how quiet it is. There is no one here. Means it should be a decent review then, at least it'll be nice and quiet on the train. It's it should be a decent length as well, this Newcastle back down to Doncaster. It's about an hour and a half. So it's the same as if I got the train from Doncaster to London. So it'll be a good comparison here to see what the first class is like with LNER on their dreaded Class 800 units. We'll see. Here we go then. I've changed seat because it's a very quiet train, and look at this. This nice long table. I mean, I'll show you around it properly, but this is nice. It's a lot better than the standard class you get on these trains on an 800. But I guess we'll see what it's like when we get going, and I've sat in this seat for a little while. Because I've not actually been on first class on these trains with LNER ever, so God knows what's going to happen. But I've heard good things, so hopefully we'll get some. Oh, well, that's a good start. We're leaving bang on time, 21:15. Right, let's get this first class journey to Doncaster underway. Right, we're just out of Newcastle. I have to say, first impressions are really good. I really like this seat, actually. This is very nice. Nice, airy cabin. Seems quiet. We'll see how it gets on later on in the journey.
Would you like something to eat?
Yeah, please.
I've got your menu for you, man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll have the eggs, please. Yeah. Please?
Would you like any crisps or dessert from me?
Yeah, please.
Both?
Yeah, go on then. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea, please. Can you go in? Just milk, please, no sugar. Thank you very much. Okay, so our food's been delivered. I'm not gonna lie, this is not what I was expecting. When I've been with LNER before, you usually get like a full-on hot meal. I don't know if it's just because it's like late in the day, but like I've just had the whole menu here, and I'll show you the menu in a second. But the last time I was on, I got like a full, it was like a roast beef stew the last time I was on board. But look at this is all we've got tonight. So the main dish that I've got is just an egg sandwich, a packet of crisps, oh, Rocky. It's not very steady on here, and an LNER branded dessert pot. Not quite a full-on meal, so I don't know where that's gone. But look at the menu here. So this is the menu, this is the lunch evening menu. I could have had a samosa, the egg sandwich, a grazing box, or a salad. Like, what's happened to the full meals? I was expecting a lot more than that. Firstly, cup of tea. Hot, but I don't appreciate the train wobbling while I'm trying to drink it. Tell you what, I've not even reviewed the actual train yet, I'm doing the service, but it's really wobbly. Standard class 800, eh? Right, well here's the egg roll. Open it up for you to have a look at. Nice egg and spinach. Give it a try. It's nice. It's a nice egg sandwich. But I'd rather have a bowl of beef stew. Wouldn't you? Finally have a not wobbly sip of my tea. We've stopped at a train station. It's not bad tea. It's weak. You can tell it's not Yorkshire tea, which is quite surprising for a train that runs quite a lot through Yorkshire. I mean, it's not bad. It's tea. Right, time to try the LNER mango tart. Tart? It's a mousse. I don't know why I said tart, but it's nice. It's very nice. I like that. That's good. Good stuff. I'm not going to bother giving you a review of the crisps because we know what crisps taste like. Sea salt crisps. They'll be nice. I will have them. We got the gin on there. Now, it's a shame about the meal, but this is much more like it. A bottle of gin. Look at that. Elders Farm Distillery. North Yorkshire gin. That looks very nice. Can of lemonade. Look at that. A glass. A physical glass with ice and a lemon. Italian first class trains. Take note. Anyway, time for a gin. We'll definitely be giving this one a taste test. Cheers. Now that is what I need after a long day of filming. I've been out since like 10 o'clock this morning filming a video. If you want to watch the video I filmed earlier on, I uploaded that a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a link to that in one of these corners. But yeah, long video. It took a while to film, but it was really good. You should go and watch that. Only after you finish this one anyway. But might have another one of these when they come down later on. That's good. Right, I think it's about time I show you around the seat and see what there is on offer. So as you can see, the layout in first class, like everywhere, is a 2x1 in LNER's first class. I've decided to come and sit in a 2-seat because it's better. Obviously there are single seats as well, and there's me in the window. Start with the seat itself. Unlike the rest of the 800s, these are actually seem a lot more padded. Look at that. They are so much more comfortable than the standard class seats, and this is so soft. It does go up and down as well, but it is really nice. That is, like, if you want to go to sleep, that'll more than do the job. Obviously got an armrest, smaller one on either side, large one in the middle, so you can fit 2 arms on there. Goes up and down. In the middle here, we've got this nice big storage space. Plug socket and a power USB. You might be thinking, oh, only one for 2 people. Well, na. Zoom over here. I have my own. The seat does also have a very generous recline. Watch this. Well, that has to be a good 6 inches forward. You can proper lounge out with the recline. It is a really good recline on these seats. It makes them even more comfortable. Like, to say this is a Class 800, notoriously uncomfortable seats on these trains, this is lovely, to be honest. Lastly as well, we have a very big table on these 2 seats. Obviously the individual seats have one. They don't fold up, however, they're like permanent fixtures, but I really like how, like for the 2 seats here, it's one whole table rather than say 2 individual ones. I just think it makes it look so much more stylish. That is a really nice design point. Ignore all my mess though. As for the legroom, I struggle to reach a bit because the table's in the way, but look at that. I mean, it is more than enough, just trust me. And this is with my seat fully reclined forward as well. So I think overall, the seat, the kind of like the cabin atmosphere, just the layout of first class here with LNER is really good. It's a lot better than the standard you get in the Class 800. So LNER have taken a pretty rubbish train and really elevated it for the first class experience on board. The only real issue I have with the train itself, it's, and you can hear, it's really rattly because it's not a smooth ride. It's really, really wobbly, as you saw when I was trying to drink my cup of tea earlier. It janks about a bit, this train. It's not the smoothest. It's relatively quiet, which is good, but it's really not smooth. Like I said, my tea nearly spilt over earlier, which is like kind of the problems you expected from the old HST units. Not a nice modern train with like modern suspension and everything. Well, here we are in the first class, very accessible toilet, which is a very good note. What isn't a good note is the toilet has urine in it, so I'm going to clear that. There we go. Now I can show you the toilet. Very nice. Yeah, obviously I can't blame LNER for that. That's some man that's not flushed away his wee-wee. Or woman, don't discriminate. Yeah, very nice toilet actually. Obviously, as you'd expect, toilet, me in the mirror, water, soap, dryer, everything you'd expect. Me in the mirror, me in the mirror. Can't get enough of me in the mirror apparently. Even a baby changing facility. That's good. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go to the toilet. I'll see you back at the seat. Right then, let's talk about the cost of this journey, because I bet you're all thinking, first class on a train in England, he's probably had to remortgage his house to afford this. Well, I got quite lucky with this one. I booked an advanced single in standard class for this for £16, and then I managed to upgrade my seat on Seat Frog, not sponsored by the way, for another £20 for the first class upgrade. So I've actually paid a total of £36 overall, which for first class, especially in the UK and on one of the best first classes, what it used to be. It's still good, but we'll get to that later. I don't think £36 is a bad price at all. So then, overall thoughts, what do we think of first class on LNER's Azuma? Well, I've been on their Azuma trains before in first class, and I will say the service has gone down a bit. I remember the days where, like the last time I came on board, it was probably only last year, I got a full roast beef, like stew meal, a hot meal. Every time you stop at a station, they would come down again offering more drinks, alcoholic drinks. So even if you've not finished your first gin, you just take another one, or vodka, whatever you want to drink. You just take another one, you stock up on them and you take them home. But so far we've stopped at 3 stations since we left Newcastle, and I've had a cup of tea and a gin and lemonade. I mean, yes, it's very good. It's a lot better than what I got on the Italian trains. If you want to watch that load of rubbish, I'll pop a link in the top of the screen. But yeah, it is good that you get these things included. I've still got provided with, albeit a sandwich, but quite a nice sandwich, a dessert pot, packet of crisps, cup of tea, gin, lemonade, you know. But compared to what it used to be on LNER, it's gone downhill a little bit. Now the actual train itself, obviously, the Class 800 is one of the worst, voted the worst trains in the country. But here in first class, it's not actually as bad. Apart from the train being rocky, these much wider seats with the big headrests here, they do really make the journey a lot more comfortable than the standard class seats. So overall, the train in first class, mind, God, we're rocking a bit there. In first class, mind, it is a lot nicer than in standard class, but still overall, it's not a great train. So I think overall I'm going to rate the first class experience here in the Azuma with LNER a 7 out of 10. Now, mainly basing that on what it used to be like, getting drinks at every stop and a full free hot meal included. Obviously, I don't know why it's gone down this way. I was looking, it isn't just because it's late, it is just always like that, because even the breakfast menu, the only hot food thing really is like a bacon roll, whereas they used to serve a full English, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, it's a decent experience, and for 36 quid, I don't think it's bad at all. I would, I don't know, I'd recommend the upgrade if you're only paying, say, an extra 20 quid for the upgrade like I did. But if it's on offer for, say, over £100, I don't think there's any point. Just buy yourself some drinks and some snacks from a shop and just sit in standard class. Obviously the seat isn't as nice, but it'll do for whatever journey you're on, and you don't get much more for first class. It is a good product. It's definitely the best product that I've seen in the UK. Definitely. I've not tried them all, but it is what it is. It's not as good as what it used to be, unfortunately, but it's still definitely up there. Well, we've just pulled into York, and another gin has just pulled into my table. Oh yes. Once again, cheers. Oh, second alcoholic drink. That raises it up to a 7.5 out of 10. Well done, LNER. Scored like a 95th minute winner there. I respect it. Interesting development. We're being held here at York apparently because the police are dealing with an incident on board. Don't know where. Kind of wish I could watch it, you know, make a good telly. Let's hope it gets resolved soon anyway, so we can get on the way, because it's already late enough. It's nearly 11 o'clock, for Christ's sake. Knackered. Oh. Well, here we are, back home, back in Doncaster. Oh, it's good to be back after the long day I've had. Not many people say it's good to be back in Doncaster, but I will, why not? So, overall thoughts about LNER. It's first class on their Azuma. I thought it was good. It wasn't as good as what it used to be, obviously. You did used to get a bit more drink, and you did get a full meal, which is why I've only rated it 7.5 out of 10, but for first class in the UK and in Europe, it's really good. Especially for only paying £36 for it. I got a decent amount of food, got sandwich, crisps, dessert, 2 alcoholic gin drinks, which are both doubles, so I can make technically 4 drinks out of that, 2 soft drinks, and a cup of tea, and I did get offered another cup of tea, but I refused it because I wanted another gin instead, so I could have ended up with 2 of those. So yeah, I really don't think that's bad at all, especially for the price I paid. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that actually in the end. Anyway guys, that is time to end the video as our train pulls out of Doncaster. If you have enjoyed, please do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. It would mean a lot if I could. It means absolutely a lot to me. It costs you guys nothing. All you got to do is press a button, just ding, there you go, sorted, subscribed. And then you can watch loads more amazing videos that I produce in the future, or any of the ones that I've produced in the past that you've not already seen. So once again, if you have enjoyed today's video, please do like, subscribe, share it amongst your family and friends. Let me know what you think of LNER Azuma First Class down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.